But my friends, here we go again. Today, a tough journey it was. We are at Looks Like Outside court. What a nice court, or Looks Like Outside. That is the name of the court. Very cool, small, cool asphalt, an original. And with that a great outview, you know. That is nice. Still in the city, not outside, but it looks like outside, you know. You know the story maybe. Today you have seen it in the thumbnail, the Conti ball by me, you know. But I wanted to have another ball, a new ball, that I have to tell you now. But watch first. Here you see, bam, to the mountains out there, over the city, you know. That is so nice, you know. And here you have this bell, ding dong, ding dong. You know, from the wide angle you will not see it that much, but I see it, that is so far. You see, completely outside, and here, an original court, you know. Came with the bicycle, tough journey because I had to carry my bicycle, because the street was closed. They built something, small place, you see it. There are big stones in, have to be careful, you know. Those really, you see the size of those stones. And here with the kids' place, you know, so only a few meters. And here you see to the mountain. Watch, that is amazing, or that mountain. You see out the old houses there, and from here I have to came up and carry my bicycle. And I was in a sports shop. I wanted to buy a new basketball, and again I had no other ball by me, you know, and that was a big mistake. Watch, here I had to carry it up there by the old houses, you know, bam, 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 bam. So I went to a sports shop because I have seen on the online website they have there a Wilson ball, the Wilson era rubber ball. A ball which I have not seen, you know, it was new now to me. I've seen it in the internet and I thought, a rubber ball, Wilson now, that looks interesting, 19 euro something. And I wanted to buy it. I checked it up, yeah, Hervis has it, you know. I drove there, but I didn't check if the store has it, man. That is always the same here. I tell you that here, all is great, but the shops are very unprofessional. They never have the things what I wanted. Was it computer games or PlayStation games or sports things? They never had it. Never ever had it here, you know. Or the CDs, the same. It was always the same here. And now I went in, and you know what happened? They only had one single basketball. A whole sports shop has only one basketball, and it was a Nike Playground rubber ball, a black version, completely deflated, completely wobbling, you know, in a bag in, you know, pressed in. I understand why they put out the air, that they don't get damaged, but what is that? That is so unprofessional, and most of the time you have to pay more, like on Amazon or other shops. Then of course I order it on the online shop, you know. So unprofessional. And now we almost have no sports shops anymore. The one Gigasport has closed. I have to tell this, you know. I made my own video about ball shopping. There you have seen it. And the only other shop, the Intersport, only has also not many balls, you know. They don't even have their own ball, their own rubber ball from Intersport. They don't have in the shop. You have to order it, you know. I don't get this. One time, you know, I was in London, in Harrods. That was amazing. In the last etage, I think it was, there I bought a football, a Nike football, so professional. Back in the 90s, they had headgear. When they didn't get it, they called it. It was absolutely amazing. They had table tennis things I've never seen, and basketball and on and on. It was amazing, you know. Yeah, and now I had no ball by me, and it was the other side of the city, and I said, no, once again, I should have known it. Then I had to drive back to my home and collect now the Conti ball, that we can play this ball. Here we have it, the Conti. The model is the 1500 Pro, you know. Here you see it. Wait, I have to go here, that you see it. The 1500 Pro from Conti is a Taiwan company, but made in China, you know, you see it here. And it is, you get it by Smiths, you know. Here, wait. Here you see it, made in China. And by Smiths. And the thing is, I tell you that here by us, the best shop to get a basketball is Smith's store. Not from the quality of the balls, but it is very nice made. They have it in own things and looks very clean and all good. Really, Smith's Toys has the best option to collect the basketball by us, you know. That is unbelievable. And here we have it. We have played it already. It is a high jumping rubber ball. It has deep channels, maybe the deepest of all rubber balls what I have, you know, feels a bit like a Nike Elite Championship from the deep channel design, you know, when you get over it. The ball has grip, you know, because of those deep channels, you see that, but also on the panels, but they're not that much more on the channels, you see, with my hands, my fingers. And looks like a molten ball, but that is only the color, you know. That is only orange and white, but this is a normal panel design, you know. The valve for rubber ball, perfect, you know, really for rubber ball, absolutely great. The beveling is also nice, you know, not too rough, not too soft, nice feeling. And Conti has good balls, you know, they have really great balls, what I have seen, but you don't get it here, you know, you have no chance to get one of the high caliber Conti balls here. To order it, almost impossible, you know, and so you only get this here, but it jumps high, and today I put out some air, you know, so there's not too much air in. I don't know if this works out or not, and it was very fresh now in the morning when I drove, and now with the sun it became more warm, you know. Now it is really more warm, but in the before it was, you know, we have snow now in the mountains. And I played this ball also a roughed up version, because one time I was at Lovely Court and there was a young little teenager in, and he had the Conti ball. I've seen it from far away. Boah, cool. Hey. Then we played and I got his ball, was roughed up, also jumped that high, you know, too high, but it was a cool feeling for rubber ball, you know, for sure in the middle line or maybe in the better line, you know, but for sure not at the lowest lines. We have 3 categories of rubber balls. The lowest, which you don't need, you know, or almost don't need. The middle ones have a little special things, and the best rubber balls like a DRV Pro, the Echo, Wilson, Authentic Outdoor, Nike Playground, Street Phantom, such balls, you know. But we will see that. And now I warm up, and then we play at, looks like outside court. So my friends, here we have it. But you see, there is space, you see. I can press it in, so it is good air in, but not too much. And so, I don't know, we will see it now by the jumping test. How high it jumps, you know, I don't know. Whoa. Whoa. You see that? Whoa. Almost perfect, only a little bit too high. Imagine if I would pump it up like here, you see it better. You see, there is much space there. You see that? Maybe. So when I pump it up completely, then it jumps to my height, you know. But now, yeah, that is nice. Almost a bit too high, but really good, you know. That worked out today. Wow. And another thing, here you also have to be careful because of the sand, you know. There are kids and there's all sand in the asphalt, so very slippery. Don't run fast, don't jump fast, be safe, you know. So the playing is not the quickest, but throwing is nice here. A session, now it is in the morning. But best way is at night in summer, when the sun goes down and you see the lights here, and only throwing, you know, come only here to relax throwing, then it is a cool place, you know. So we go on, and one thing, the ball is very heavy, you know, one of the heaviest ball that you have to know. You see, what you all find here, unbelievable. Boy, I take a plant to collect it. Boy. A battery in the basketball court. Boy. Oh. You know my hero, Shawn Michaels, back in the days, bam, always. Can you remember it? So, this is our opponent, you know, then you can train him. But what a nice place, or? And then tell me, here would you choose a composite ball, you know? That is not a good idea, and for such courts, you know, I show you that. First of all, you can crush here, bam, composite bed. Then we have here those stone walls, you know, and here, this is all sharp, you know, and the ball goes in here, and that happens a lot of times. Here, you know, higher, bam, and so you see those edges always. And there I would choose a rubber ball. Here the best option is a rubber ball, you know. Goes into the sand, you know. And that is the thing, you know. But you can use that as a playground, you know. I've seen it. Take this as an opponent, you know. Boy, that is my opponent now to the ring. Bam, 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 you know. Or you have the fun, you know. Here, when the ball goes, you know, here, when it's from there. And now it rolls exactly where I wanted it before. Here it always comes out by the stairs, you know, the stairs master. But when it goes too quick here, you always have the rebound, you know. Now not. Yeah, well, it comes, you see? Bam. That is nice. But here, you know, sometimes when you get it correct, it can happen that it exactly rolls out here by the stairs, you know. Because here you can move up, you know. I show you that. That is a cool, original place, you know. But also me, I have discovered it last year, you know. I haven't known this place because here I never watched in, you know. So normally you don't come here to that place. Here for the kids, you know. And wow, that is so cool. But now the ding dong, ding dong. And you see here, wow, To that mountain we drove up with bicycle. Bam, in the morning, 2,250 I think, and then we drove to 1,900 on that side. And here we have table tennis, you see? Cool place, so very relaxing. You can sit down, you can watch down to the court. An original one, you know. Wow, where is my ball now? I don't see it anymore. It rolls away. But you have to be careful because there is a steep street, you know, and when it rolls out too far, then the ball is away. It can happen when you have a high jumping ball, and a big rebound almost happened to me. And here you go up to the highest etage. Here you can lay down in summer, you know, very relaxing. You see, an own platform to relax. That is a cool place, or. And here you see to the city, you know. Wait, we go up. Wow, you see what a view, or. That is amazing. And here we watch down to our basketball court. And here it is closed now, you see. In winter there was a slide down, you know, a very steep and long slide. Now it is closed because there is no one. But what a great view, or. Here is my ball on the left side. Yeah, very cool. And you can use that, you know, like an opponent and not to say, boah, shit, and this and that. Then make the best out of it. Yeah, cool. My opponent is, how it is called, this in English, Eisenstange, the baseball thing from the ground, I call it now, you know. And also here you can use that as a balance. Then you train your balance, make the throw out, how I did it before. You see here. Bam. You see this one? You can use to go up, you know. Bam. And balance it out, you know. So good training, you know. You can make here the whole thing turn, and then from here, oh, you see that is a little bit shaking, and then from here you make the throw how I did it, you know. Then you have the balance. It's cool, you know. Where do you have this? Here we have an extra rubber blade in, you know. What an original one. And here you sit down, you know. In summer there you have water, but I don't trust in the water. There is all here, you know. To sit here with the benches. We go to our ball now. You see, very cool. Relaxing thing. But the only thing is there are cars in summer. You know, how I played since 1991. And my first real court was in a swim area on grass, real grass, and also on an asphalt court where I learned it, in a real street where cars were parking under the ring because it was a normal street. That was not a backyard court, it was a real street where was a ring in a stone wall, in a rough stone wall without a board. And here you see this is parking area. And here also, and so it can happen and the ball crushes back, you know. But yeah, cool place. And now to the ball. I tell you, it is a nice rubber ball. The weight is a little bit much, but I tell you, for sure, not the lowest rubber ball, and that feels really cool because you have grip. The channel design, where do you get this on a rubber ball? It is very, very good made, you know. There you feel no edges, you know, there is nothing in here. That is really perfect, you know. Also the painting on is nice made. The valve is nice, you know, that is perfect for a rubber ball. The barcode, you know, there is nothing because of the rubber. There is no extra thing. The price is okay. The jumping is high, but when you put out a bit air like me now, it feels good. Other boys don't feel that good when air is out, but this now was cool. And only the weight, but you get a cool rubber ball. And yes, very, very nice, you know, so I enjoy it. Cool rubber ball, you know, that I have to say. And that it is, you know, from our Conti 1500 Pro. I would love to play the higher models, you know, the composite balls, but I don't get it here. You have to order it with taxes and extra shipping and whatever. Then you pay, I don't know, 200 euro for a ball or so. But that it is. Wow, the sun comes out now more. Nice. I play on a bit without the camera. That it was. I enjoy it. go to the sun. And the cool looks like outside hot. Till next time, bye and ciao.
And I always do it big because I can.